Hey guys, welcome back to LCW Productions. I'm here today with a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be ranking every single LEGO Star Wars UCS set as of Bricklink of summer 2022. So without ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, at number 31 we have the old first version of the X-Wing. I do confidently believe that this is the worst UCS set we've ever gotten. The color scheme in it was not very appealing to me whatsoever, and I do think that this set is just overall really not that good. I think the store display that my friend has makes it look really good, if you know what I'm talking about, but I think that this set is just overall, it wasn't very designed very well, the colors weren't very well put together. It doesn't really come together to become a great set, so with that being said, that's why I'm putting it there. Okay guys, and at number 30 we have the TIE Interceptor. Now I believe this set is alright, but I do want to take into consideration that this set is also very old. It is black and blue. I do not like that color scheme for a TIE Interceptor whatsoever, although that was a time period and that were the colors that were out. If you're making a professional model that's considered a Ultimate Collector Series set, I do believe that it should have been made in the correct color scheme, not the kids. So with that being said, that's why I'm putting it at number 30. So yeah. Okay, and at number 29 we have the old version of the Snowspeeder. Now this Snowspeeder is extremely bulky, it's not tiled off whatsoever, there's studs everywhere, it's just an ugly version of the UCS Snowspeeder compared to the newer version. There's not much more to be said about it other than that I just don't think it's a very good looking set. It captured the actual angles of the model very well, but other than that, that's really all it had going for it. With that being said, let's move on. Okay guys, and at number 28 we have a controversial listing. I am putting the Rebel Blockade Runner. I'm not counting this Rebel Blockade Runner in the list because it's not technically a UCS set, but I'm going to put this one because it does technically count as a UCS set. This Rebel Blockade Runner is just very not good to me whatsoever. It is a very good size of a model. The details captured on it are fairly well made, but I just think for the time it came out, the bricks that they used for it just didn't really hold up that well. And I think that the model, it looks good on a shelf if you got it at the right angle, but the model just wasn't really good and it does not hold up to today's standards whatsoever. So with that being said, that's why I'm putting it there, but I just don't really like this set, and I see a lot of people disagreeing with me already, but I'm going to put it there. I'm going to keep it there. Alright guys, and at number 27 we have the Y-Wing. Now I believe the Y-Wing from this time period is one of the only good UCS sets that really came out. They captured all the colors very well. It's extremely similar to the new one we got, which is considered one of the better UCS sets ever made. So with that being said, there's not a lot of gripes I have about this, just the only fact that it's extremely outdated in today's standards and that there's just not a lot that you could have done in the time, but the time it came out is very well made and I really don't have any complaints about it. I just think the ones that are in front of it are just simply better, so that's why I'm placing it there. Alright, and at number 26 we have another controversial listing. I'm putting the old version of the Star Destroyer. Now I think this set is very I don't really know the word. It stands out in a crowd, if that makes sense. It has a presence in a collection in a room, and that's all it has for it. It's extremely bulky. From what I've heard, the building experience is not fun whatsoever. It's not tiled off whatsoever, neither is the new one, which is the single biggest gripe about that set that I have. I just don't really like this set. The only thing the only reason I would ever have this set is just to have it, if that makes sense, and just so it has that physical presence in the room. But you know, I love Star Destroyers, and I think the only great Star Destroyer we've ever gotten was the 2014 play model. The 2006 one is alright, but the newer version's just way better, so I don't really like this set. It's still cool to look at, but that's why I'm putting it there. Alright guys, and at number 25 we have one of the creepiest LEGO sets ever made, is the Darth Maul bust. Now for the time that this came out, it was very well made, it was very well constructed, it was very new, it was something we really hadn't gotten before. With that being said, that's just about all it has going for it. The model was pretty well made, but if you put this thing in your room, it's going to stare at you, and it's just not very appealing to me. If you guys are looking for a Darth model sculpture, you should go check out Bricker Builds. They will give you a very better option to display this set. So with that being said, let's move on. Okay guys, and at number 24 we have the UCS Yoda. Now this is the older version. I really like this set, honestly. I'm just putting it here because I just don't think it's better than the ones in front of it. I really don't have any problems about this set, like I said. So let's just move on. Alright guys, and at number 23 we have the most overrated LEGO UCS set. I'm just putting it here because I already know people are going to get mad at me if I had put it lower. I'm putting the LEGO Naboo Starfighter. Now this is the single laziest UCS set ever made by LEGO. It's literally way too small. The only thing that's cool about it is that it has the chrome pieces, and that's it. And I'm going to hold my tongue on this one just a little bit, so let's move on. Okay guys, and at number 22 we have the ATST. Now I love this set. It's extremely, it's a great model, but it does have a few things that just aren't really that good about it, for the fact that it came out in 2007. We should have started seeing some better quality sets from LEGO at this time. But don't get me wrong, I really love this set. And it really stands out. I've seen it in person a few times, and it's just a really great looking model. The only problem I have is that it stands out so much for the fact that it has all those studs on the side. It looks like a upscaled play model. It doesn't really give that feel of a UCS model all the time, but it is a very well looking set, and I think they captured the angles very well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. Okay guys, and at number 21 we have the B-Wing. Now the B-Wing is a very cool set, and I do really hope to get this set one day. With that being said, actually I really like this set, and I don't have anything really bad to say about it, other than the fact that it is just a little big. I think they could have made it just a little bit smaller. But with that being said, I mean, there's nothing really bad about this set in my opinion. I just think the ones in front of it are better, so let's move on. Okay guys, and at number 20 we have the UCS X-Wing. I really love this set. I think that they really nailed it compared to the older model. This is the Red 5 X-Wing. That's the specific model of the X-Wing. It's just a really cool set, and I wish I had gotten it when it came out. Instead I got the Ewok Village, which I still have no regrets about. So with that being said, let's move on. Okay guys, and at number 19 we have Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. Now this set is really cool, and if it was remade today it would be even cooler, but this set is a little bit lower on the ranking in my opinion because of the studs and the time that it came out. There wasn't really the available option to make it any better than it was when it came out, so I think for when the time came out it was just about as good as it could have possibly gotten. But with that being said, this set is really amazing, and I've only seen it in person like once. It's a little bit bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. Okay guys, and at number 18 we have the General Grievous. So this set is really awesome to me. I really hope to get it one day. It's just a little bit too expensive for what it is in my opinion. But for the time it came out, I really wish I had gotten it. This is just overall, it's really cool, and it's exactly what the buildable figure really wanted to be in my opinion. But I don't really have anything much to say about it. A lot of these UCS sets, it is what it is, kind of. You either like it or you don't, or you think it's better than another set. So there's not a lot of details to go in, other than the fact that I think they capture the model extremely well, and that not a lot of people talk about this set enough, and it's just really well made. Okay guys, and at number 17 we have the UCS TIE Fighter. Now I recently got this set, and I would have put this set a lot lower on the listing until I got it recently. This set really stands out, and I honestly really love this set. This set is just really, it's about as good as a TIE Fighter can get. And for the people that don't really like it, they must just not like the TIE Fighter, because the TIE Fighter is just one of those iconic and nostalgia vehicles in Star Wars that you just can't beat, you know? So for me, I really love this set, and I don't think it could have been any better the way that they did release it. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright guys, and at number 16 we have the the Land Speeder. So this set was a joke until it actually happened. So I'm going to be honest, when I got this set, I really enjoyed it. It's nostalgic, it hits home, it's fun to watch episode 4 while you build this set. And just to be honest, I mean, this set's really good, all jokes aside, you know, and I hope that it is up there in some of y'all's rankings. I highly encourage you actually go get it and build it. Yeah, there's just not a lot to say about it, other than the fact that it's just kind of a joke. The C-3PO is kind of cool, but I don't really care about that. But the Land Speeder is actually pretty cool, so I recommend going and get that set. I think it's really underrated, so let's go ahead and move on. Okay guys, and at number 15 we have the A-Wing. Now this one is another UCS set that I have. I really love this set, and I think it's super underrated. It didn't sell very well for some reason. I think this set's great. All the angles are captured extremely well. That dark red and that white just look really good. They just captured the A-Wing perfectly, and that's really all I have to say about it. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright guys, and at number 14 we have the UCS R2-D2. Now, I'm not including the other, I guess, droid builds, but I'm going to include these two because I just feel like they deserve to be in it. So the 2012 and the 2021 version, I think it's 2021, I think it could be 2020. Don't quote me on that, but I think these models are extremely well made, and they're one of my favorite sets. I never got the 2012 one, but I did get the recent one, and it's one of my favorite sets. It stands out on a shelf, and it looks really great. I'm just going to go ahead and combine the two because I feel like they're the exact same set, just re-released with a little bit more slopes on the top. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright guys, and at number 13, I have the Sandcrawler. So this is technically not a UCS set, but I think everybody under the sun kind of counts it as a UCS set. I really love this set. All the details inside are really amazing, and there's not a lot more to say about it other than the fact that this is just a great set, and if you don't have it already, you should really go try to get it. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Okay guys, and at number 12 we have the newer version of the Snowspeeder. This set is extremely good, and I recommend it to almost anybody. This set, it's basically the perfect depiction of a Snowspeeder in a UCS form, and it's one of the best sets we've ever gotten. If you don't have this set already, you really need to get it. And with that being said, let's just move on. Okay guys, at number 11 we have Obi-Wan Starfighter. Now this is one of the few prequel UCS sets that we've ever gotten. I don't think it sold very well when it did come out. That's probably why we didn't get too many more prequel UCS sets, but I really like this set, and I really hope I get it one day. This set's just phenomenal. It's basically a one-for-one at this point. I mean, you can't make it any more perfect than it is, in my opinion. So with that being said, let's just move on. Alright guys, and at number 10 we have the newer version of the Y-Wing. So this is one of my favorite sets. The details on this set are absolutely amazing. It is a way better version than the first one that came out. The minifigures are pretty cool in this one as well. But I think the details overall, like especially the engine part, are just absolutely like perfect. You know, like the back part right behind that cockpit, you can't make that any better than it already is. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay guys, and at number 9 we have another controversial listing. I'm putting the old version of the UCS Falcon. Now, I think with the newer one, this has kind of shedded light on how many problems this one kind of had. It wasn't a very sturdy model, and it was extremely kind of blocky, I guess you could say. Minifigures were okay, and there's not a lot to say about it other than the fact that it was in the shape of a Millennium Falcon, and that's literally it. So with that being said, let's just kind of move on. Okay guys, and at number 8 we have the new version of the Star Destroyer. This Star Destroyer is better than the old one that came out, but I still have the exact same problem with it, that it has way too many studs on it. It wasn't tiled off, especially with the price increase and the price that it did come out to be. There was no way I was ever going to get this set. So yeah, I mean, I just wish they had tiled it off. It would have made it so much more nicer. And the only reason I would have gotten this set is for that presence in the room, but I have the exact same problems with this set as I have with the other one, other than the fact that it's newer and it's just a little bit more improved, and it's a little bit bigger, and the interior is a little bit more made. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright guys, at number 7 we have the Super Star Destroyer. Now I absolutely love this set, and I hope to get it one day. The only problem is that it is extremely long because it is the Super Star Destroyer. At the time it came out, it was $400. It felt like a little overpriced for what you were getting, if that makes sense. But now with this Star Destroyer coming out and the price it was, I guess it doesn't seem that bad now, does it? So this set, when it came out, I ended up getting the Death Star over this, and I do not regret that decision. And I feel like this set is still very good. The minifigures you got in it were pretty good. The little interior space is also kind of cool. But overall, you're going to get this set for the displayability aspect and the fact that it just has a really nice look in any collection. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright guys, and at number 6 we have this Imperial Shuttle. Now I love this set. I really hope to get it one day. There's not a lot to say about this set other than that it's just freaking awesome. So yeah, it's also extremely massive, especially if you have the wings down with the stand. So this set can get pretty lengthy and long and tall. So there's not much to say about it other than that's the perfect scale replica of an Imperial Shuttle. And let's just move on to the top 5. Alright guys, and at number 5, we have the Republic Gunship. Now, this is one of my favorite UCS sets. I just love this set. The Republic Gunship's one of my favorite Star Wars vehicles, so when this set came out, I absolutely freaked out. I think I got it day one, so, I mean, there's not much to say about it, other than the fact that it perfectly captures my love for the Clone Wars. You know, I love the Clone Wars, so, yeah, I mean, I got this set. I was so happy. It only took me like 6.5 hours to build it. It was super fun. So yeah, I actually have every single version of the gunship. So I do have a ranking on the gunship. So if you guys want to go check that video out, you can. But with that being said, let's get on to number 4. Okay guys, and at number 4, we have the Death Star 2. So this set is extremely well made. It looks great on the shelf. From what I've heard, it's a pretty repetitive and boring build, but overall it has the best look to any UCS set that you can probably get, in my opinion. I feel like if it was in my room, it would give an extremely strong presence to any collection, including mine. So, I mean, there's not much to say about it other than it's just really awesome and epic. So let's just go ahead and move on to number 3. Alright guys, and at number 3, it's probably a lot of people's favorite UCS set, is the Slave 1. Now, the Slave 1 is a very iconic vehicle, especially to people who think Boba Fett is the best character in Star Wars for some reason. So, I love Boba Fett, and I love the Slave 1. The set is amazing. I remember getting it in kind of my small dark age of LEGO, and it's kind of the thing that brought me back. So, I have a lot of nostalgia for this set. And if you don't have this already, I think it's worth the resale value at the moment, but that's obviously up to your opinion. So I definitely recommend getting this set. You are not going to regret it. So let's go on to number 2. Okay guys, and at number 2 we have the UCS AT-AT. Now I do plan on actually getting this set. I am a huge Battle of Hoth fan, and I think that this set just looks incredible. The size, the piece count, the legs, like, they just look so great. The interior space is also extremely nice. That was something I was not expecting whatsoever. And I think that buying the 12 battle packs to fill it up, that's a great marketing tactic to go ahead and make another set that would go ahead and correspond with the UCS AT-AT. There's not much more to say about it other than they perfectly captured the look of the AT-AT, and I'm super excited to get this in the near future. So with that being said, let's get on to number 1. Okay guys, and at number 1, you already guessed it, is the UCS Millennium Falcon. This is the best LEGO Star Wars UCS set ever made, and any other I guess opinion or ranking otherwise is simply wrong. This is the only time where I'm going to say that if you say another UCS set is better than this one, you are wrong. Okay, you are wrong. This UCS set is the best UCS set. You get the best minifigure selection. It's the best building experience. It's the most nostalgic. It's the funnest set to unbox. Like, I could just go on. This set is perfect in every single way, okay? If you have this displayed in your room, or you actually have this set, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And people that own multiple of these top 10 UCS sets and say that it's not, I think that you just have a different experience than I do with this set, because this set was just one of those things where I went and bought it and it was like 40 pounds. I had to carry it out of the mall. This thing was crazy. I remember calling the LEGO store every Thursday for 5 months waiting for them to have this thing available and ready to buy. So yeah, it was definitely an experience for me. I got it in 2018 in January or February, I believe, and I've had it ever since. And so it's just one of those sets that I recommend every LEGO Star Wars fan has. And I mean, you will not regret spending that money on it. So that's my ranking for every single LEGO Star Wars UCS set. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends if you enjoyed it, and make sure to turn on those notifications to be notified about future uploads that I make to the channel. And with that being said, have a great and wonderful day.